Hi, dear cricket fans. Welcome to Cricket Happenings. Well, going to do a slight experiment today due to shortage of time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the summary of the match which is just happening between New Zealand and Sri Lanka in the Tri Series in Dambulla in Sri Lanka, where right now I'm going to also give some commentary in between. So in the midst of that, I'm going to give you the scores like what really happened. But I would just give you a summary here. It was New Zealand in this. Second match of the Tri Series, New Zealand actually winning the toss and electing to bat, and well, they could muster only 192. Some substantial contributions coming from BJ Watling, who made 55. It was a door effort there, and he also hit one very sweet six of the bowling of Ajanta Mendes to reach his 50. So he made 55 of 68 balls with 8 fours, and then Nathan McCullum was included in the team today, contributed 36 of 64 in the lower order by just holding the innings and just hitting one good six of Ajanta Mendes. So they were the actually principal scorers. Other than that, there was not much to really talk about. One Scott Starris contributed 24, and New Zealand were actually 192 all out in the 49th over. The bowling was absolutely on the money today. In fact, there was some good swing and seam movement for Kulashekara and Malinga. And Kulashekara was looking very deadly, even though his figures don't reflect it. It's 8.1 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 35. Lasit Malinga, 10 overs, 1 maiden, 35 runs and 3 wickets, bowled very well. He really befuddled the batsman there with his mix of deliveries. Angelo Matthews was the pick. Actually, he really ripped into the New Zealand the opening half, I would say. 10 overs, 1 maiden, 36 runs and 3 wickets. Ajanta Mendes, 10 overs, 142. And Rangana Herath got a game today. 10 overs, no maiden, 235. Currently, the match scores here is Sri Lanka right now are 132 for 3 of 31 overs. Looks like it's a 4.25 runs per over at which they are going right now. Upul Taranga is holding the fort for Sri Lanka. They are not out on 61 of 95 balls with 9 fours. They lost Tilakath Darshan very early. He was caught and bowled by Kyle Mills when he tried to flick a ball towards square leg. He normally plays the stroke very well, but this time he top-edged it, and actually Kyle Mills bellowed out and actually caught that catch of his own bowling in the middle of the pitch. So he was gone. So Dilshan was the first to go today, and they were 11 for 1. And then Sangakkara and Taranga got into a very good partnership, and they took on the score to 96. And there was some loose bowling from Kyle Mills, Stuffy. Basically, they gave a lot of width to the batsman, and the batsman really took advantage, and that's the reason they were 96. At 96, actually, Kumar Sangakkara was a victim of Scotty Starris when Sangakkara was caught. Guptill bowled Starris of 48 of 62 balls with 5 fours, and Jayawardene couldn't contribute much. He, in fact, fell to Nathan McCullum when he was caught by Taylor of the bowling of McCullum for 5 of 11 balls. And they were 132 for 3. So right now, Taranga is not out on 61. Samravira is not out on 4. 132 for 3 is the current score of 31 overs. But well, there's not much to get. In fact, New Zealand just required a required run rate of 3.21. They have 7 wickets standing, and looks like Sri Lanka should not have any problem here because unless the ball really does something. Well, in the meanwhile, Starris just bowled the ball to Samravira, and Samravira just leaned into it and just placed it on the onside. So in the midst of the commentary, I'm really going to cover what really happened. So just looking at the score here, as I said, dear cricket fans, what I see, the openers actually, Guptill was the first to go today morning when actually he got a ball from Malinga, which he actually edged to Kapigadra. So Kapigadra took the catch, and Guptill was gone for a duck. Ross Taylor couldn't last long. Angelo Matthews was the one, as I said, came and ripped into the opening half of the New Zealand batting when Ross Taylor was trapped LBW for 16 by Angelo Matthews. 16 of 34 balls with 2 fours. And Kane Williamson continued his very poor run in the series by getting another duck here, his second consecutive duck. Kane Williamson on his second match was Scott Samravira. Beautiful catch taken by Samravira, the bowling of Matthews for a duck. And New Zealand were reduced to 47 for 3. Just looking at the score here, the score right now, I'm just going to give you the score. Yes, the score has moved by 1. There is a single which has been taken, and the score has moved by 133. Sri Lanka require another 60 runs with 7 wickets remaining, and another 18.4 overs still remaining for Sri Lanka to actually take this match. So after that, there was some very good batting from, I would say, as I said, there was not much. And BJ Watling was the one who really contributed a lot in this particular innings. He was the highest with 55, 68 balls with 8 fours. Astidis was victim of Hereth, and then it was Nathan McCullum during the lower half, because basically Hopkins departed at 123 and Watling was 101. So actually New Zealand really struggling. In fact, it was Nathan McCullum who actually made those 36 of 64 balls with 1-6 to actually get a respectable score for New Zealand of 192. Well, right now let's see what's really happening there at the ground here. Just a moment, dear cricket fans. Just going to see what really is happening. Well, we are still at the score on 133 for 3 with, as I said, Samaraveera is in the middle. Well, it's Drinks. So Drinks, it gives me an opportunity just go through the score once again. So Watling was Scott Sangakkara bowled Angelo Matthews for 50 of 68 balls with 8 fours. Martin Guptill, Scott Kapigara bowled Malinga for a duck. Ross Taylor was LBW bowled Matthews for 16. Kane Williamson on his second consecutive duck in his international career. Caught Samaraveera bowled Matthews for a duck. Schneider caught Jayawardene bowled Rangana Heret for 24 of 33 balls with 1-4. Hopkins contributed 11 runs, being caught by Kapigara on the bowling of Malinga for 11 of 22 balls. Nathan McCullum caught Heret bowled Mendes 36 of 64 balls with just 1-6. He was caught in the deep, holding out to the bowling of Ajanta Mendes. Darrell Tuffy was clean bowled by Lasith Malinga. A beautiful toe crusher was bowled for duck. Kyle Mills, Scott Matthews bowled Heret for 11 after hitting one very good 4. He was gone. Tim Southey was victim of Kalashekar for 13 of 30 balls. So Andy McKay was not out on 4, 192 all out, and extras were 22, comprising of leg buys 4, 10 wides, no balls 3, and buys 5. So let's see the New Zealand bowling card here. Kyle Mills, 6 overs, 1 made and 1 for 14, has been very economical. Tuffy has not been looking very impressive today. 5 overs have gone for 31. Tim Southey, 3 overs for 16. Andy McKay, 3 overs for 23, was a bit costly. Nathan McCullum has bowled well, 7 overs, no made and 1 for 23. Kane Williamson bowled 1 over for 6 runs. And Scotty Stardies, 6.2 overs, no made and 1 for 16 when Drinks were called onto the field. Let's look whether things have really started off. Yes, they definitely have started. Stardies bowls the next ball to Upul Taranga, full on the off in the middle stump. And well, that's a good shot from he actually drove it, and I also believe on the 32nd over the ball has been changed, so 2 runs result for Apul Taranga with that drive that he played on the offside. And well, New Zealand have moved the score to 135 for 3 in the 32nd over. Upul Taranga is not out, 63 of 96 balls with 9 fours. He's been looking very good. In fact, he was been playing the cut shot. He's very strong on the offside, flays the ball on the offside, and also played some very good cut strokes too. Thilan Samaraveera is most of a classical batsman. Meanwhile, the next ball to Taranga, outside off stump, and well, it was square driven by Upul Taranga, but the result is no run. So we are still waiting, as I said. Well, it doesn't. In fact, Upul Taranga has played a very good knock. In fact, he and Sangakkara really took after the Tilakunda Dalshan's dismissal. Upul Taranga and Kumar Sangakkara really took on the partnership from 11 to 96, 85-run partnership. The way they played was absolutely superb. They took a heavy toll of the loose stuff, which was Sir Andy McKay and Darrell Tuffy in particular, and well, the score just raced along. So right now 135 for 3 should not be a problem. Sri Lanka just require another 58, and meanwhile it's a very good shot from Taranga. Taranga has stroked the boundary of the bowling of Scotty Stardies. So the score has moved by 4 now. It's 139 for 3. Sri Lanka require another 54 runs in the 18 overs. The run rate required is just a measly 2.97. It's not much happening, and it looks like a foregone conclusion. Unless and until there's going to be something dramatic happening here at the Dambulla cricket ground where the match is being played. So in the meanwhile, let's look at the score and see what exactly happened. It's 139 for 3 in the 32nd over. Upul Taranga is 67 of 98 balls with 10 fours, and Upul Taranga is 65 of 99 balls with 9 fours, and Thilan Samaraveera is 5 of 11 balls. So wait right now. So that's it, dear cricket fans, for Cricket Happenings. This is Ram signing off. Thank you.